There is nothing special about a man marrying many women, but the reverse polyandry is unheard of in the mainly patriarchal society. However, things are beginning to change with stories of women with multiple husbands emerging. This woman has become famous in this area. She is a mother of 2 children, has 3 husbands, and all live in the same house. Jimmy, Danny, and Hassan are now best friends, and it seems they share almost everything from the place they live in to the same woman they share. These young men, who seem to be the same age, live in this beautiful city. Being a woman and marrying many men is uncommon in this area and this country. Their neighbors are so used to them that they don't seem bothered even when walking on the street. These men also take pride in being with their wife wherever they are. What made Nelly decide to marry 3 men? Why did these men agree to share one woman? How do they handle it when it comes to intimacy time? This is an extraordinary story of a woman who married 3 husbands. My name is Nelly, and I am the world record holder woman in this area with 3 husbands. I work as a car dealer. I get them from Dubai and sell them in my country. I have lived with these 3 men as my husbands for 3 years. I had a husband with whom we were together for 8 years who was in a car accident and died after we had 2 children. After my husband died, I was left with his brother, and we continued to live in the same house as we did before my late husband died. He showed me love, and I ended up falling for him. Since then, we have started living as husband and wife. The way this woman lives with her husband is fantastic. All 4 of them live in the same house. In short, a woman and her 3 husbands. But each man has his bedroom, and the woman has her bedroom. How she met all her husbands is also surprising because they have met and married at different times. I was single before I lived with her. I had just finished my studies and couldn't find a job. Then I met her. She gave me strength, and she showed me that life goes on and that I could live well again. Since then, I started to love her. She also loved me, so she brought me home. And finally, she told me that this was her house. She told me the truth that she has 2 other men. For a moment, it scared me that it might cause chaos and war in her home. But these men came and welcomed me, and we started living like that from that time to this day. Since then, my life has changed. I am fine now and have no problems. She got us the cars we drive. It's not our money because we're mostly unemployed.
Okay, me Jimmy.
My name is Jimmy, and I am Nelly's husband. It wasn't easy at first. I remember the first time we met. I had much stress caused by love. She found me where I was sitting alone and asked me to talk because she saw that I had many problems, and I let her. Considering my condition then, I needed someone to comfort me and say kind words to me, and I also needed someone to talk to. So we started talking and sharing a drink. I told her all my problems, and she told me about her life. How she lost her beloved husband due to a car accident. How difficult it was for her to accept it, and many other things. But life goes on even if a person has some problems. That day we went our different ways, but we continued to be friends. Later I managed to accept her in my life and her history, and she accepted me in her life and my history, and we decided to live as husband and wife. First, however, she told me the truth that she lives with another man called Hassan, the brother of her late husband, and I accepted it too. My name is Hassan, and I am Nelly's husband. After my elder brother died, I remained here to look after the children he had with Nelly because she did not have time to take care of the children. She was always working. So then, as I continued to live here, she loved me. I loved her. So we decided to live as husband and wife. After that, she brought other men. So we all live here without any problems and love each other. In this house, the woman is the one who takes care of her men because she is the one who has a permanent job, and she is the one who takes care of all their needs. However, when the men find a job, they work. But despite this, this woman and her husband have come one and love each other. Their love has become known to everyone on this mountain, and many are surprised by how they have never heard these men fight or quarrel.
Mambo ya kazi inadependre na kila mtu.
As for working, that depends on each person because people are capable of different things. When we get a job, we work and bring money here and see what we need here at home. Currently, I have no job. Our wife is working. We have no problem. She is a strong woman who loves work very much, and I respect her for that. There is nothing I would want she wouldn't give me if she could. I have my own nice car, I sleep in a lovely room, and I have a nice phone. In brief, there is nothing I would miss if she had money. They spoil their woman a lot, and she does the same because she treats all of them the same. She respects them, and they also respect her. Seeing how they live would make you wonder what happens during intimacy time. As for intimate time, we have no problem. As a man with many wives' plans, so do we. Each has his bedroom, and the wife also has her bedroom. So when she needs one of us, she calls them and meets him in her bedroom. Or she might come to our room if she wants. Or if one of us wants her, he goes to her room. So we are happy with it. We don't have any problem, because we're all her men, and we've never met in the bedroom at the same time yet, and she satisfies all of us. Some people say she brought these men because maybe after her husband died, her brother did not satisfy her in bed. Hassan told us this is false. I don't know why she wants many men. All I know is that we all love each other and we are satisfied. I am not saying that maybe she brought other men because I didn't satisfy her, because she never said that to me. It was difficult to accept when she brought another man because I was the first one to live with her after her first late husband, my elder brother. May God grant him eternal rest. When she saw that I was jealous, she approached me and talked to me. I don't know how she did it. I found myself calm and finally accepted it until she brought a third man. So now we all live in peace, and I would be okay if she got a fourth man. Nelly does not say the main reason why she wanted more men. Some people in this area say that it might be because of her great love for her husband who passed away, which might have caused her trauma. She wanted more men because she was afraid of losing a husband again and wanted more so that if one died, others would remain. But again, this we cannot prove because it is what people say, not her. All these three men live in peace together, and they love their wife very much, and she loves them too. They say that the fact that three men live with one woman isn't a miracle, that love comes first. This is obvious to anyone who visits this family. Our life is normal. It is no surprise that we are three men married to one woman. After all, we live well, so I don't see any problems with sharing a woman with other men. It's the same as the husband who brings many women into the house, and they live well and even provide for them all. She is also a woman with the right to have more than one husband. The only problem is to understand and accept it as usual. If you perceive it as usual, it becomes usual. If you see it as unusual, it becomes that. As for us who live that life, we don't have any problems. All these men are happy and satisfied, and the woman is also happy. As you can see, Nelly is responsible for everything in this house because she is the one who has a job and also takes care of them so that her men don't die of hunger. Living with three men makes me feel very happy, and I can confirm that my men are also happy because they have everything they want. And I'm sure they wouldn't cheat on me because I believe I satisfy their needs. If any of them asks for something, I give it to him because they're often unemployed, yet I have a permanent job. In brief, they will not miss anything in this house as long as I'm capable. I bought each of them their own car and many other things. We are a happy family. The fact that a man would marry more than one wife is common in many places of the world. But a woman marrying more than one husband and living with them in the same house is a very rare thing in the world. It now remains on the Asian continent of the Himalayan mountains, which are connected to many countries, including India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, China, Bhutan, and Nepal. Among those mountains is a province called Tibet under the leadership of China. This province is very wonderful because it allows a woman to marry many men in their culture. In that province of Tibet, due to the small land for cultivation, it has decided to reduce the birth rate. Many men should marry one woman, which prevents each man from trying to find a wife to marry. Instead, many men go to the same woman and live with her in the same house, which helps them to have fewer children, yet they are many men. Nellie and her 3 husbands have been together in the same house for 3 years, but none have had children with her. As it is understood, it is not something these men planned to implement, but now they live in peace with their wife, and they're all happy. This is Afrimax English. Please remember to subscribe.